Hello, YouTube. Yep, I'm in Minecraft, and no sounds happening actually. Let me just check like options, video settings, uh, maybe sound, music and sounds. Oh, music's off. That's the volume. Wow, let's just decrease that. Okay. Yeah, no subtitles, please. Back to game. Now, anyway, please, just a quick thing. Please like this video, which is an easy thing. It's for free. I don't know. People do this for some reason. It does increase the chances. I've heard rumors of. I'm just trying it out. So please like this video. Video down below. And also subscribe if you want to see more of my content. It will just turn and it's for free. It's just I don't know. I just like trying to figure out how I should say it myself and make it unique. Probably can't. So like, subscribe, and share this video with others so people can see my thoughts on matters. Because really, I'm just gonna like use this Minecraft world of mine and build around as I discuss matters that I want to talk about. So first off, where to begin? The matter I want to talk about is the fact is that the Scott Cawthon, creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, as you know, which I haven't done a video on Five Nights at Freddy's in a long time. I probably should at some point because I really like that game. Very lovely game, but sadly, the game creator of it is being forced to retire. Not really on his, really it's because of the terms of the fan base. Which, if you know the whole situation of watching this video, but we're not going to discuss the reasonings or the stupidity of the people and all of that. And yes, I'm sounding a bit harsh, but really, I'm sorry, but really, everyone's allowed to have their own personal lives, and you shouldn't just judge people just based on something small they may have did. Sure, he may have some people may have felt betrayed by him for giving the money to like someone like Donald Trump, which really he's a creep. Even I don't know why he did. But really, not all people are bad just because they follow Donald Trump. No one is just bad for one mistake they made, and or for whatever choice he may have. There's all sorts of good people that make mistakes that may help the wrong type of people. And so I just feel bad for him that people are judging him based on that one mistake and just make him quit. Because really, he doesn't have to quit. He can just ignore all the hate. But the reason why he even continues doing the job is because he wanted to create stuff in the fan base. And really, he could just. There's so much more I could say really about this map, but I'm gonna be honest. No one's gonna care about the opinion of a random YouTuber, so that's me. But anyway, the main thing is with what happened. I think that what we need to think about now is who's gonna be the heir that he's gonna choose. Unless he already chose the heir and I haven't been caught up on all that, which it's curious who is he gonna choose to be the next owner of Five Nights at Freddy's and continue the story he wants to tell. I don't know who he's gonna choose at all. He could choose one of his kids for all I know. He could choose someone from his family. I don't know who he's gonna go for. He could go for Matt Pat for all I say, and no, I wouldn't say don't go with Matt Pat. No, because really he likes doing theories about it and make it so he knows everything, so he couldn't do theories on it anymore. So probably not. He probably would deny taking it. But that aside, who else could be fitting to take up the mantle of Scott Cawthon and continue telling the story of the Five Nights at Freddy's? Well, I guess I could give examples of what I think would be good standards for the next person to be the owner of Five Nights at Freddy's. First off, I think one of the most simplest standards and a thing that has to be, it's a has to, would be the creator himself has to be respectful, understands the lore a bit, and actually tries to tell the story going to continue what Scott wanted. Not what he totally wants himself, but like what's continue the story that Scott wanted told. We take the information that Scott had and what he planned, and continue from there building the story that Scott wanted to tell. And maybe he can make a few small adjustments or changes, but not too much, I would say. The second requirement is that would be he cares for the game series in general. I really think it should be someone that actually cares for the game series and wants to see it grow, and not just some random gamer person that, I don't know, no one knows of. It should be someone that's known to have loved FNAF and wants to see it grow. That's just my opinion. And let me think here. What else would be a requirement? Well, a basic idea of how to code and probably create games, so he can create certain things, and only that knows how to create a story. That's definitely a requirement, I would say. But really, all of you probably try and find ways to disagree with me, or some people will be like, yeah, ridiculous. And I'm like, that's just opinion, really. Everyone's allowed to have a different opinion. Now, where was I going with all that? Alright. Sorry. Now, another requirement would be that is a person that can run a company, probably. Or knows how to handle money. Because really, if it's someone that doesn't know how to code or handle money properly, the game will probably fall apart and the game series will be lost. Never be continued, which would be tragic and sad. That would not be fun. And really, this is all just strictly opinion-wise. So, Scott can choose whoever he wants, really. I have no say. No one really has a say. Does that mean people are going to be infuriated because he may choose like someone who doesn't support the whole LGBTQ and all of that? Because really that's what people are accusing him of, but yet I don't really see the evidence on the fact is he just coincidentally went and supported Donald Trump, which he was, I don't know. It just feels like people are just hanging on it just because of the group that he supported for a little bit. We don't know the full details, in my opinion. So I'd say, really, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and yet people are judging the book by its cover. That's my opinion on it, although. So really, it should be someone that he trusts, be respectful of people's beliefs, and never force any ideals into his fame, or his creation that really doesn't fit into the world. Which really, the whole LGBTQ stuff within the game of FNAF itself, I can't see it being in there, because technically, none of the characters are that. This is like back in the 1980s, which I believe 587. Yeah. Really, although yes, it was starting up at the time. Really, it wasn't that popular back then or accepted. And so really, and I'm sorry, but I can't see like all the things that the fans do really with the characters being actual legit things. Like some of it will probably never happen, yet people are still going to create it. And it just annoys me a little bit, but that's my personal thing. Because you shouldn't like force people to agree with you on like things, and yet people feel like that he betrayed them when really he just is like, I don't have to agree with you. I'm just happy that you all enjoy my world and my creation. That doesn't mean I have to perfectly agree with what you guys are doing. People should be allowed to peacefully disagree with things. Yeah, it seems like people can't do that anymore in this world, which is sad, in my opinion. Because I want to peacefully disagree with things, and like, I don't really fully agree with this, but if you want to do that for your life, sure. I don't have any dictation over it. But it seems like you no longer can in this world, which is super not cool in my opinion. But really, a lot of you would strangle me saying like, are you supposed Scott Cawthon? Or something like that. Because really, people will find any reason to try and ruin people's lives sometimes. There are people like that out there. I'm not saying all are. There's just some out there that would try and find reasons just to cause people to hate on someone and ruin their lives. People like doing that for some sick reason. Now, well, I guess like it's just like I'm hoping to find out who the heir is soon. That, well, the creator himself chooses and not the fandom. Because really, if they're gonna be ones hating him and just trying to say he should be forcibly let out, they shouldn't have a say after doing that, in my opinion. Because really, sure, you may have felt betrayed, Like, how do you think he felt when suddenly people started hating him and trying to ruin his life? Like, seriously? You just go in and attack him when he just probably just maybe peacefully disagrees, for all you know? You don't know the full context. You're judging the book by its cover. That's from my viewpoint. You don't have to agree, but by the way it seems, you're all acting without thinking before before you think. That's just my opinion. And people are probably gonna threaten me, kill me, try to say they'll kill me and all that for it. But I'm like, threaten me all you want, you'll still go to jail for it. And really, if people stand up for you, yeah, it's just this world's messed up sometimes. I'm just saying that simple explanation for it all. Does that mean I'm saying people are gonna actually try and kill me? No. There's a chance of it, but I don't know how people will react to this video. I don't know everything. There probably will be one or two. But it's like, I'm happy with my life. I just want to make a statement that, hey, it's time for us to maybe start figuring out who would probably be a good heir. And really, none of us will get a say. I'm just like trying maybe if Scott Cawthon ever sees this video, make suggestions. Because, yeah, I don't know. Just want to be one of the peaceful guys that's like, hey, since you're going to be moving on, because apparently the fans, when shoved it down your throat, the idea of leaving, who are you gonna choose? Can you give us an idea, like, of the requirements? Not just because I want to be it. Because really, although I would love to take over FNAF, I'm gonna be honest there, it's never gonna happen. Because really, people will probably just want to strangle me and kill me afterwards too, once they find out some things about me. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not perfect, and people will probably just hate me for being different. Because that's how it seems to be right there, these days, from my perspective. People who have one belief cannot have their belief in peace without one other group hating. Well, from my viewpoint. And it's quite sad. So, yeah. Anyway, other than that, yep. Who shall be Scott Cawthon's heir? That remains to be seen. So if you have any votes on who you think it should be, just for fun, like comment it down below. Oh, because Scott Cawthon is probably an impressive worker and has built this amazing world, which really, in my opinion, I have my own viewpoints on it, but a lot of people would disagree on what FNAF is. And really, it's my opinion, it's a tragic story of the Afton family and what happened to them. Everyone makes out William Afton is just a heartless killer, and really, but there's also hints to the idea. Really, I think there's one thing that people don't know this with Scott Cawthon, with the story he's trying to tell. He's trying to tell two different stories, two different versions of his story. And people are not understanding it. The book series, yes, although it affects a little bit of the world of the games. The games are completely completely different story. And here's why, in my opinion. You see, if you go and take a look at the, well, games, you notice one thing. The games have the Afton family. And they have like, William Afton, it's hinted at that he cares and wanted to put his son back together. Etc., etc. He cared for his family. But the thing is, people make it out that he didn't care at all. Some say he purposely made Fredbear bite on his son's head because he knew about the prank, etc. But that's not what happened. No. Not in the book series. Well, not in the game series. The book series is a completely different time period, I believe. A completely different world where William Afton, or whoever is the purple guy, really, in all honesty, could be David Miller's non-secret identity at all, really, for all we know. But I think there's a possibility that the book series has a separate timeline, completely separate, that William Afton, or whoever purple guy is, really David Miller, doesn't matter, never had a family. And that's what completely divides the two worlds. The books are one timeline where he has no family, no connections, no reason to care for anyone else. While the games, he has children. He has people he cares about. And that's what completely changes everything for the game series story compared to the book series. They're telling two completely different stories from my viewpoint. And the fact is, I think one story is telling you truly just a heartless killer, which is the book series. That's one telling just a heartless killer. killer, and that's his timeline because he doesn't care for anyone, and the new killer, which would be Eleanor, which is no longer William's daughter. Which, here's the thing is actually, people are saying that Elizabeth's gonna backstab William Afton in the next game, somehow, and somehow it's gonna be back. I don't think that. I think he's gonna save her. No, she's gonna save him. Apologies, my brain's a bit tired. But what I mean by that is, the thing is, we know Elizabeth definitely deeply cares for her father. And I just can't see her, no matter how many bad things he does, that she would abandon him. So I think people are messing up that concept. I think he is going to be saved by her, not abandoned. That's one flaw in everyone's opinion, because really everyone forgets that William Afton does care for his children in the games. He truly does. There's plenty of hints, clues, and ideals he was pointed out for us with the whole book series, and it's like no one seems to want to acknowledge. Well, no, the games. It seems like no one wants to acknowledge that William Afton does care, because I like to see a boatload of people that make him so he doesn't care. I see way too much of it, really, and it bothers me a bit. Because the fact is, just tell me if you're going to be doing it based off the books timeline, or the games timeline, because they are two separate timelines in my opinion. It drives me nuts a bit that they make William Afton just a heartless monster to even his own kids. Sure, he may have done some messed up stuff, but he did because he wanted to protect them. He promised to put her crying child back together. He didn't want his daughter near Elizabeth near Circuit. He warned her because he cared, in my opinion, and no one agrees, really probably. Or there's a few rare ones, but everyone else would be like, though, even Map will probably say they didn't really care. No, I don't agree with that at all. Or I don't know, maybe Map will. Who knows? And people say that he's a terrible father to Michael, and I'm like, where's your evidence? Show me actual evidence. I don't care if it's sticking at you, where's your evidence? It's an overused concept. Enough of it. And plus, those who... I'm sorry, I'm just ranting on a bit. My things are annoying, but yep. Main thing of this video is discussing about like how I think about there's two different timelines, and the main title thing that is the question, who is gonna be the heir to Scott Cawthon, and will he continue with the idea of maybe like, I don't know, two different timelines or something else like that? What will he do? What story will he try and continue telling? Will he continue what Scott Cawthon wanted, or something else? That is the question now. Which, Scott Cawthon, by the way, if you ever watch this, I'm sorry for what happened to you, how people were brutal upon you, in my opinion, and I hope you continue living your happy life and finally have rest and happy retirement, I guess you could say. Take care, everyone. This is Crazy Boy, and I'm out of here.